This latest Black Clover chapter was hype. The continuation of the battle between Yuno and Mereoleona versus Lucifero, and we also have Noct demonstrating a new transformation with his devil powers, and the best part about this chapter is the return of Yami. A twist I did not expect, but I do expect you to subscribe to the channel with notification bells on and leaving a like on the video if you are excited as I am to talk about this chapter. Previously, last chapter, we get this unexpected team up with Yuno and Mereoleona, and it was noted by Lucifero that her power is increasing. We also get awesome and great character development from Seke last chapter, which I thought it was phenomenal. We see that Mimosa's spell when she tried to heal Asta is completely broken, but Asta is still moving forward even though he is completely damaged. Which now leads us to the current chapter, chapter 322, which is titled The Vice Captain of the Black Bulls. The opening of this chapter, we see Noct right next to Asta, and he's telling Asta that he is in no condition to fight, he should not pursue the battle, he must step down. But Asta responds saying that he can still fight, which in a way, this is the kind of response I expect Asta to say, because even if you try to grab Asta right now, if anybody tried to grab Asta, he's going to fight it off. He's going to continue to move forward because he believes that this is his duty as a magic knight. So no, Asta is not slowing down here, but Noct also acknowledging his mind saying that there's no possible way for us to defeat Lucifero without Asta's anti-magic. So Noct tells Asta that alone you can't, so together we will fight, which reminds me of a moment where we saw Yami and Asta, where Yami knew that the only way to defeat Dante was because of the anti-magic of Asta. He knew that he could make an opening for Asta, and that's when Asta would strike, which is very fitting to what happened in this chapter, which we will talk about. The battle continues with Mereoleona and Yuno versus Lucifero, and I gotta say this battle looks extremely intense, but Mereoleona, this is probably my favorite panel in this entire chapter because we see Mereoleona on this rock looking like an animal, looking like a beast, ready to jump off of it to attack Lucifero. I thought this was an amazing panel shot. However, despite how intense this battle looks, both Yuno and Sis Golion realize that none of their attacks have any effect on Lucifero. It's not budging. And on the other hand, if they take a single hit from Lucifero, they are as good as dead. So in a way, they are only fighting Lucifero currently right now just to protect themselves, even though no matter how strong they believe they are, it's not going to work against Lucifero. It's almost like it's a pointless battle, but they won't give up because this is their duties as Magic Knights. They can't just turn around and run away, just like how Seke thought before. So as long as they have the will to fight, they won't stop. But we get this moment where Lucifero has this little inner monologue with himself, and he's getting extremely annoyed, because the only thing that's running through his mind is that he needs to get rid of Asta. Main reason why, because Asta has the ability to harm him, which he had found out very quickly. Lucifero then screams out Adramalik, which is the name of the second gate devil, which if you've been following this channel for a while, you'll know that I theorized and predicted that the second gate devil has to be Adramalik, because based on demonology, he's also one of the devils that resides in the second level of hell. And the reason why we know this, because this is connected to the Tree of Cliftoff lore, a reference that Tabata has been following quite a bit. However, Lucifero calls Adramalik's name because he wants him to deal with Mereoleona and Yuno just so he can get to Asta. But Adramalik refuses. He disobeys the king of the underworld. And his reasons for not joining the fight is hilarious. He tells Lucifero that personally watching you fight is a lot more fun. This is a devil we need to keep our eyes on because this lets me know that he also has his little secret hidden agenda. Maybe not to betray Lucifero, but he also has his own goals. But if he turns out to betray Lucifero in the long run, I would not be surprised, because this is the same character who told the humans that they should run and flee before Lucifero used presence of the Demon King. And what makes Adramalik so dangerous is that he is completely fully manifested. He's at 100% full power. So if he were to join the fight, Lucifero can definitely get to Asta because Adramalik can handle Mereoleona and Yuno. While Mereoleona is charging at Lucifero, ready to punch him, she laughs at his face, saying that looks like you aren't that very popular, referring to why Adramalik refusing to join Lucifero, mocking him in a way like he doesn't have authority. However, something happens to Mereoleona's body. Her arm is falling apart and her entire side of her body looks as though it's just covered in flame. It's no longer a form. We find out what is actually going on with her body, and Adramalik explains that her body got too close to Mana. Those are the human boundaries, I suppose. So what's going on with her is that she reached a limit to what a human can use of how much mana they can possess, which goes hand to hand if you think back into when she got into her Hell Incarnate form for the first time. The Space Citizens referred to Mereoleona's phenomenal magic power, and when she got into this form, they said it's almost as if her body became mana itself. And we know that in her Hell Incarnate form, the longer she stays in this form, the stronger her flames get. So Mereoleona definitely reached a limit of this form and is breaking down her body that she cannot hold the shape of her own form. Like her entire body and physical body has become an energy of mana, and then she will combust, which is very dangerous. Which is so dangerous that since her physical body was breaking down, Lucifero took the perfect opportunity to attempt to punch her, which would have killed Mereoleona. However, Yuno used his star magic to teleport Mereoleona and also replaced him in that position, which instead of Mereoleona getting hit, Yuno gets hit by Lucifero punches, which he goes flying, and if Yuno survived this, which we know he will, that says a lot about his durability. Lucifero then looks into the direction where Yuno teleported Asta's body with conjunction, but he cannot find him. And then we see Noct using Devil Union, combining his two devils into creating a new form, the power of Canis and Equus. And we know that when Noct combines his mid-level devils, he gets to the level of a supreme rank temporarily. And the combination power of these two devils fusing created this giant two-headed dog devil, which then takes Lucifero in the air, which was an awesome setup plan for Lucifero to get sliced down by Asta, where he comes in with a sneak attack. And even though Asta is not in his devil form, you see the anti-magic power is being charged up in a single point in his Demon Slasher Katana by the power of his devil arm, which was a perfect setup for the moment for Lucifero to be defeated. However, with the immense power of his overwhelming gravity magic, he gets out of this spell that Noct set up and also sends back Noct and Asta, which made Asta extremely vulnerable in this situation because now he is defenseless, which put Lucifero in the position to kill Asta immediately. Before Lucifero can strike, Noct realizes that Asta is going to die, so he teleports using his shadow magic and gets in front of Asta, willing to sacrifice his own life for the protection of Asta. Noct's devil form then starts to break apart once he gets in front of Lucifero just because of his magic presence, and he says that, "I guess I reached my limit. I'm on my way to apologize to you now, Morgan." And we know that Noct feels as though he has to die to atone for his sins because of what had happened to his twin brother Morgan. Because it's his fault. He is responsible of what had happened to his family and Morgan. However, right before Lucifero attacked Noct, we get the return of Yami, saving Noct in the last moment with a new sword that is made from William's World Tree magic. Now, the interesting thing at the end of this chapter that I noticed is that Yami is healed up, because the last time we saw Yami, his face was all cracked up because he has been in that coffin with this magic and mana being absorbed because he is for the ritual of the Tree of Cliftoff, him and William. But it makes me think, did William actually heal Yami? But I'm not sure if that is even possible because he was also in a bad condition too. So it seems like somebody had to heal both of these guys, which I believe we will find out next chapter because we don't know what was going on behind the scenes in this battle against Lucifero. But next chapter I'm so excited for, because if we're going to see William and Yami tag team fighting Lucifero, that is going to be hype. Asta and Yuno should still be in this fight, fighting alongside their captains together, which would be pretty amazing. This was a really good chapter. I enjoyed it. It was a very fun chapter, and I'm so excited to see what's going to happen next. You guys comment below and tell me what you think about this. Check out my other anime and manga content. You guys have an awesome life. Take care of yourselves. Stay blessed, and we out.